Do you know what the most important tool in sponsorship is? It's not the sponsorship package, it's the fulfillment report. If you aren't providing a fulfillment report or a wrap-up report to every single one of your sponsors, you're in big trouble. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a fulfillment report, and I'm going to share with you a story about how a fulfillment report saved my job. Check it out. Hi everyone, my name is Chris Bayless, President and CEO of the Sponsorship Collective. And before we dive in, I want to make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that you get updates every time we release a new video. Let's talk fulfillment reports. But first, a story about how a fulfillment report saved my job. We were running a conference, and at the conference we had an activation where you would stop by a booth, fill out a form requesting a quote for insurance, drop it in the bucket, and away you go. Not exactly a complicated activation, but it's what the sponsor wanted to do. The sponsor sent their sales rep, Sally, to collect ballots and talk to delegates throughout the event. At the end of the event, I said to Sally, "How did it go?" She said, "Great, can't wait for next year," and off she went. A week later, I called Dave, my contact at the company, and said, "Dave, I'd love to share this fulfillment report with you, showing that we delivered everything we said we would, and I'd love to get your feedback and opinion on the conference itself." Dave said, "Chris, don't bother." Sally told me the conference was a disaster. You said there would be over 1,000 people. There was barely anybody in the exhibit hall. We expected 500 or 600 ballots to be complete. We only got 3 ballots total, not 300, 3. My heart sank. How could this be? As I'm talking to Dave, I'm flipping through my fulfillment report, and what do I see? Is Sally sitting behind the exhibit booth on her phone, texting the whole time. The reason Sally was unsuccessful and the sponsorship activation failed had nothing to do with the attendance at the conference and everything to do with sending the wrong salesperson, or at least that salesperson not engaging properly. So I said, "Dave, I hate to do this to you. I'm going to send you the fulfillment report. Have a look at page 6. And there was picture after picture of Sally ignoring a full exhibit hall. We also had screenshots of social media and of our website registration page and pictures of the table covered in name tags. Clearly, we had a sold-out crowd, and I was able to prove it to my prospect using the fulfillment report. So I said to Dave, "Give me one more chance. Come back next year. But instead of sending Sally, send me a couple of iPads to auction off in exchange for filling out a ballot in the exhibit hall." We overflowed the ballot box. At the end of the next year, I sent Dave a fulfillment report, and I asked him how he thought it went. And his response was, "How do I sign up for a multi-year agreement?" Fulfillment reports are the easiest thing to provide your sponsor to prove value. And if you're interested in multi-year agreements, a fulfillment report is the perfect tool to help initiate those conversations. So how do you create a fulfillment report? Let me show you. Step 1, take a picture of every single thing that you promised your sponsor: logos, program ads, people, social media, everything. Take a picture, take a screenshot. Get a sample of everything you promised your sponsor. Put it on the table, take a picture of it. Take a screenshot of all web traffic and logo placement, earned, purchased media. Take pictures of, take screenshots, all of it. Put it all together in a report with stats from your event or program or naming right or whatever it is you're selling sponsorship for, along with all of the pictures and samples in column meeting. And by stats, I mean data on who attended, who your audience is, how many people attended, what your reach was on media and social media. You actually want to show them that you did exactly what you promised and compare how well you did to what you promised them. Then use this tool in a meeting to prove return on investment, to prove that you delivered within 2 weeks of the event or campaign or program wrapping. Fulfillment reports must be delivered in person or on the phone as you walk them through the fulfillment report. Why? Because as you're going through the wrap-up report, you want to be asking your sponsor how they think things went, asking them what they want more of, what they want less of. And most importantly, while you're delivering the fulfillment report, you want to ask your sponsor, if I'm able to do this again with more of the things that you said were important and less of the things that you said were not important, will you be back next year? If they say yes, have them sign a contract. Within 2 weeks of your event wrapping, you've already closed next year's sponsors. If they say no, this is your opportunity to find out why. If I had waited 6 months to send Dave a new proposal asking him to come back next year, Dave would simply have declined and said their budget has been allocated, and I would never know that it's because Dave's employee Sally dropped the ball. But because I delivered a fulfillment report within a week of our conference wrapping up, I was able to fix the problem and then sell Dave on next year's event. So there you have it. This is why I say the fulfillment report or the wrap-up report is the most important tool in the sponsorship salesperson's toolbox. Good luck out there.